go.
What up, my niggas?
What
What's
up,
happening,
motherfucker?
my niggas? What's going on with you right now? You're damn right. Hope everybody's having a great fucking Sunday right now. If you aren't, fuck, dude. Go
Now I
Get
got
with
the
Fisher.
smoke detector going off.
Oh, bro, you might want to take care of that.
Don't
That's
throw
gonna
the smoke
fire on
directly in the freaking thing. Take the
Oh,
battery out.
oh,
What up,
oh.
Stoner?
There we go.
Yeah, we had to do that. Had to mute that. Is it still beeping?
No, y'all good.
I bet.
Who
What up,
was
British?
who's beeping? Who was beeping?
The smoke detector just started going off. Probably that fucking Annabelle doll.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Steph. It took my first 2 comments I posted on here. I said it's time to burn it down. YouTube rejected it. Then I said let's set it ablaze, and it took that one down.
Are
So
you serious?
YouTube's on some dumb shit.
Are you being for real?
I'm being for real.
All right, I'm
Yeah.
gonna go ahead and say this right fucking now. There is no fucking freedom of speech in this fucking country, dude. There
Like
ain't no
there should be.
No, there is freedom of speech, but you're only free to say what they want you to say. You can't say what they don't want you to say.
Which means there ain't no fucking freedom of speech. If we can't get up on here and fucking say, whatever the fuck we want,
Right.
then what the fuck?
Yeah, dag nabbit.
What the fuck, dude?
Leave me to say all the bad shit, you guys.
dude,
You
right
wonder why
now,
people hate me.
That's
The
that's
guy
'cause we
that's
on
fucking-
fire, Steph. We on fire. That's why.
right now,
And we don't do the chop easy over here.
Yeah,
Chop
what-
easy.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, we don't fuck
No,
with
we
homie.
don't.
who's that?
So
Anyway.
Swap easy.
Anyways, fucking the fucking top guy right now that's fucking speaking his mind and saying what it is, is fucking Ye, man, aka Kanye fucking West, dude. That man, he made the fucking hottest fucking song of the summer. I do not give a damn. Hottest fucking album of the summer. World War III goes fucking hard. I don't
Well,
give a
I
shit.
think they put it back up on iTunes because it's at number 40 on the charts.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about, man. I love
Speaking
you,
of
man.
charts. Speaking of charts.
So- Yeah, I was
Speaking
about to
of
say,
chat.
what's this fucking noodle brain over there, Mister? You can't even really call themselves gorillas because I've never seen a 4-foot gorilla.
Speaking
No,
of
I mean, maybe a chimpanzee or a fucking spider monkey, but
a baby gorilla.
well, okay.
Well, maybe, yeah.
So we're gonna call those guys baby gorillas. I mean,
Why would you want to be called a gorilla fucking, at all?
I mean that's
Gorillas
pretty
are
gay. So,
fucking
I mean,
nuts.
I guess that's what they want to do.
Gorillas are nasty. They pick in their noses. They eat the shit. They fucking
But you
they eat
can't-
each other's shit. They pick in each other's asses. Why would you want
You
to be a
can't say
gorilla?
you can't say that you have your songs that you're putting on your album. I don't understand it. For one, they've been out for months. Like, so you literally suck that much you can't put out a whole album without putting. I don't mind one of the diss tracks that you maybe put out, but like you have like 4 or 5 of them bitches on there. So that means to me, and this was what, months ago, 4 months ago,
Yeah.
5 months ago that these songs came out. So you telling me that since that time you have not made any songs other than them fucking faggot ass diss tracks that you had, that you have no new music to put on your new your Gay Cal album? I mean, come
What's
on,
up,
bro. Like,
Jason Stoner, Georgia Redneck.
that's not doing
Okay,
music, and that means you sucking. You're sucking, homie. You might
Well,
want to
Yep.
okay,
rethink
so
your
so
strategy.
you made a post and you put that you had 7 singles in the top 100 on iTunes. All right, but on the post you only show 6 tracks that are supposedly in the top 100. 5
Yeah,
of
but
them tracks. There's 4 dudes on one song that's a diss track.
okay.
There's 3
For
solo
one,
tracks.
we looked that shit up, Gabe, and them
Yeah, I'll
goddamn
pull it up
things,
right
bro.
now if you don't mind.
We looked
I'm
at
gonna pull it up
go
right
ahead.
now.
But we looked that shit up, man. For one, it says it's supposed to be new hip hop songs within the top 100. So how come
Yeah.
Tupac, California Love, or Coolio, Gangster's Paradise, why are they on that top 100 list? That's not new songs. Them been out for decades now. Like, so your list that you're sending that link to for whatever list you put up there is paid to play link list. That's all that is. That's not a specific list. That's not a fucking known list. Like, what are you doing, dude? You're just making yourself look retarded. Like, for real, retarded.
Well, I'm trying to find. Let's try new releases.
I know I was at a
And then you
bike
had to
week
put out
yesterday, and there was about 20,
Hip-hop.
30,000 people there. Didn't hear one ACAL song the entire time. And I was like 3-4 miles from the dude's house, apparently. Or not miles, but hours.
Man, it won't let me
From the
get to the
dude's house.
charts.
Well, for one,
He's not that
like,
guy. He's
Heard
just
some up church,
you-
though.
you make a list, and then you
you're damn
make
right.
lists,
Hey.
and your stupid ass list, dog. Your lists are lists of just in time. Probably made that bitch and then put it out on Facebook. I'm pretty sure it was either one of them two. It was probably, it's got to be just in time. Maybe Tim Triple Queer over there. Or it's got to be one of them. But it's definitely people that hate people that are on this side of the aisle, or they wouldn't have that stupid gay list of like it was. The closest one is the one that Kurt put, but that was also wrong too because it didn't have Burden on there, and Burden should have been 16 or 17 if you're going
17.
by like album views. So technically that list was wrong too. People just got to stop making lists because they're just who basically, let's put it this way, who is that helping? It's not helping anybody. It's just making one side be like, oh, we're the better ones over here. It's not helping. It's not bringing people together that you're saying you want unity. It's not doing any of that. Matter of fact, it's making people more pissed off.
Here we go.
He's doing that
All
on
right.
purpose, though. He's doing that on
So
purpose.
I'm on iTunes Music. Scroll all the way to the bottom and click charts. It'll bring you to this. All genres, hip hop and rap. Top songs. Adam ain't on there. Nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck
and
that, Steph. Hey, real shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're
Yeah.
saying that list that he put out was a list that you can pay to play to get on.
Well, he put it, that's the list off of popvortex.com, not iTunes. Now, they might get some of their information from iTunes, but not all of it.
Sounds like bullshit to me.
It's so gay, dude. So okay. When you put your thing up the other day of Adam Calhoun, the Gorillas, just a song, and you had it up there, it said 574 views, and it was up for 17 hours. So then, okay, then not okay. Listen to what I'm saying. And then not a couple hours later, you put a video out, and then your video goes from within an hour to 2 hours goes up to 11,000. That's telling me right there that your bitch ass is buying bots. Period. Point blank. That's bot activity. That's not. You're not.
Yeah.
You don't get that, bro. I'm sorry, but it's just the way it is, man. You just don't do that.
Oh, man,
When
markup on
it
that
doesn't happen
markup
like that.
on music videos is like 1,000%.
You can't put out a damn song.
Yeah.
Put the song out, and you're not even at 1,000 fucking views. You were at 500. So basically, you're saying you bought, I would say, 9,500 to 10,000 bots. I mean, that's basically what it is if you really look at it. And you give him the benefit of the doubt that he would probably hit 1,000 views on that stupid fucking song that he put out without the video.
He took his merch site down because the tariffs was too much on getting clothes transported.
That don't even make no sense, bro.
But they didn't put tariffs on bots yet. You can still get the bots for cheap.
This nigga don't make no sense, bro. We not even about to get into that.
And trust me, I'm not yelling about it.
Bro.
I don't want to make anybody mad, or you know what I'm saying. It's not me yelling. I say, remember, my voice is erect.
It's F Yadam all till the end over here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for real. Fuck that.
100%, man.
No, they're not, Stoner. They'll never be RIAA certified. But you made an album, Americal 2.
What up, Yankees?
And you're still attaching Upchurch to it. You've got two direct Upchurch diss tracks on it, Church's Coffin and Holy Water, where you directly mention his name. So you're still coattail riding off of Ryan. And if it ain't Ryan on the album, it's 100 other motherfuckers.
When a motherfucker comes to your house and is like, hey, man, listen to the song, man. I want you to listen to this song, man.
Yeah.
This song is not about you, man. I promise. It's not about you.
What's up, Yankees?
Like, homie, you're giving yourself up, dog. You're giving yourself up, man. You know damn well you done had bro. It takes him fucking forever to drop projects. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Forever. But this nigga magically drops fucking, these slick dissing songs and shit.
Let's see.
Don't make
Let's see when America dropped. Let's see.
I don't even get why you'd even want to call yourself fucking gorillas to begin with. That's
what I'm saying,
I mean,
bro.
if you look at anything,
so
usually black people, if you get called them a gorilla, they're going to get pretty offended by that. So I mean,
it took him 7 years to make the sequel to America.
Telling you, dog. Because this man is up everybody else's ass and in their business, bro. He can't just mind his own business and make music,
To be honest with you, I don't think he can make a song by himself.
That's what I'm saying. He can't, bro. It's impossible.
I mean, he did, but it sounds like Webo in the wind.
That's what I was just gonna say. Everything that he's put out on his own has sucked total fucking dog shit. So he needs to have people with him.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, somebody's got to write his lyrics, Broadnax.
I know. Fucking do better, dog. At least speed up make your fucking songs, faster or some shit. Because Adam and you, obviously, you can't write for two people. So what are you going to give up your rap career for a 4-foot midget over there? I mean, I wouldn't.
Well, Georgia Redneck, if you actually listen to the song Gorillas, he's rapping exactly like Broadnax. It's because Broadnax wrote it, He's biting
And
he's
and
using
this
someone
nigga
else's
knows.
lyrics, and he's biting the style the way Broadnax raps.
Because this nigga knows that Broadnax, hands down, is better than fucking Adam, bro.
He is, in my opinion.
Fucking is, bro. He really fucking is. And Broadnax is way better rapper than fucking Adam, bro. Are you serious? That's why this nigga fucking, bro. This nigga seen Broadnax rapping on stage and was like, "Who's that guy?" And attached himself immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Signed him, took him on tour, did all that shit. Because he knows that he's better, so he has to keep him close, has to keep him around. For real, man, it's a control thing. Mm-hmm.
It's wild.
Weird
Absolutely
stuff,
wild.
Weird stuff in the air. Why would you? I don't know.
Well, I mean, for one, you say you got 7 singles in the top 100. There's only 6, so there's the first lie. That don't need to go on because it's all a fucking lie.
Mm-hmm.
That's all they've been doing is lying on that side. It's crazy how much they lie on people. They lie about everything over there, bro. It's hard to decipher what they're actually saying is real or what's not real. You know what I'm saying? I mean, even
they're just evil people.
You have poor Kobe that doesn't deal with anybody and he just makes funny fucking videos. Now you got Triple Queer over there making videos on homie, and
really
for what? What's the purpose of that to do that?
Damn, bro.
Kobe done made the country rap tea show.
What?
Yeah, they sure did.
Oh, that's crazy.
It
was Kobe Myers versus 2%1, which is that old fucking scriggly looking fucking dude with the long peppered looking beard. I'm not saying
What's
old
up,
people are bad. I'm just saying like homie over there has been. I mean, at first, just like everybody else, just like Flawed, just like all of them are all up on Church's dick until he didn't help him out. He didn't do anything. They didn't get to go to the Ghost Ranch. So then everybody's got to switch fucking sides and be like, oh no, fuck Church now, So that's that's what they all do, and it's pretty fucking gay.
Speaking of ghosts,
go.
Let me tell y'all something about this fucking Annabelle doll.
Yeah. Okay. So for the ones who don't know, I don't know what it is. I gotta look it up.
And y'all probably don't know, but I was in one of Death Kitty and Stoner's lives, and we was talking about paranormal shit, and they started talking about the Annabelle doll, and I said, no, I don't do dolls. And Georgia said, oh, I'd like to go see that doll. Well, look at all the crazy shit going on right now in these places that this doll has been.
Yeah, we're not talking blow up dolls. That's a different story. We're talking about Annabelle.
Annabelle.
Wrong kind of doll.
The doll that the movies The Conjuring and Annabelle was based off of. With Ed and Lorraine Warren. They were paranormal hunters.
Yeah, that was
supposedly it's the most
for years.
See, it's
Which
that
one is it?
It's the doll in the middle of the second row.
Damn it.
Or look, the second row, first one. That's her in her case.
Yep.
Second row, first one.
Yep. That one.
Why hasn't anybody burned that damn thing yet?
Why?
Oh, damn. Yeah,
Kansas, get your gas.
Yeah.
Georgia, I'm telling you, bro. You're messing with dumb shit. I'm telling you. So this
definitely messing with shit you don't know.
This doll is now on tour going around the United States. That doll has been in that case since like 1980 something or 70 something, whenever the fucking movie was based off of. It's never been out of that case. Well, there's a video that I seen on Instagram of them taking it out of that case and putting it in another case that was just like it. So they brought that doll to New Orleans, and an hour down the highway, down I-10 or I-12,
LA1.
on LA1,
Yeah.
an hour away from where that doll was at, there's this immaculate plantation called Nottoway Plantation. Was there evil
Alan,
there?
One of you guys want to drop the link to Death Kitty and Stoner's channel?
Sure.
But there's this plantation. Was the biggest plantation left in America. 53,000 square feet.
Really?
Yes, it was huge, and it was a beautiful place. Burned to the ground. Something about a fire started in the south wing on the second floor.
What's the name of the plantation?
Nottoway, Nottoway. Gorgeous plantation.
Okay,
Like people would go there and take bridal pictures. They'd have weddings there. Now, of course, it's an antebellum home. It was built back in the Civil War. There was slaves there was like 150 something slaves that built that plantation.
You want to watch this clip?
Yeah, we could watch it.
The Nottoway Plantation in White Castle has been declared a total loss after a massive fire yesterday afternoon. Officials are now working to clear the remains of the historic site. Jordan Ponzio joins us live in Naperville Parish as that cleanup continues.
Brittany, it's now been over 24 hours since that fire started, and the fire marshal's office is here currently investigating the cause of that fire that completely destroyed the Nottoway Plantation mansion.
Oh my God.
That fire started a little after 2 p.m. yesterday in the south wing of the mansion. 10 different fire departments responded to the fire. After the first couple of hours, it seemed that it was contained until high winds caused it to re-spark. I was out here this morning through around 1 o'clock, and the White Castle Fire Department were still dousing the structure with water as hot spots kept arising. I spoke with the parish president, Chris Daigle, today, who said the 166-year-old plantation did not stand a chance against this blaze.
An old facility like this is that old cypress material, right? It's what the installations are built out of. And once something like this gets going, it's really hard to stop.
Dude.
Yeah, bro. Now go look for a picture of what it looked like before it burned down.
Okay. Ooh, here it is. Okay, hold on. Let me see. I'm gonna look at a.
Well, I was gonna say, what's prevalent? Jody said that in the chat. What's prevalent in Louisiana? Down in New Orleans, voodoo.
Yep.
Right.
But no, dude. There's videos.
Sorry, I'm stealing your shit, man.
No, there's videos of actual like voodoo people that work at those voodoo shops. They didn't want that doll there. They were out there with holy water, freaking throwing it at the back of the van, like rebuking it, like get the hell out of here. They were scared of it.
See, that's crazy.
Because they're on a completely different spiritual level than a lot of folks.
This is sad as fuck, bro.
Look at how beautiful that is.
Yeah.
That is sad as fuck, bro. 166 years old, dog.
Yeah.
Wow.
Burning down history.
I mean,
Burning history,
bro.
And you got buku fucking people making videos about, oh, our ancestors are finally set free.
What?
This is why y'all don't have nothing nice, bro. Because y'all burn the shit down. Instead of looking at the building and being like,
That's why you don't
proud
remember.
that your ancestors built that. You're worried about the negative shit that your ancestors went through while they were there.
Yeah, bro, that's a
Completely
place.
disregard the fact that they built this beautiful masterpiece.
Yeah, bro, that's
It's a fucking home, bro.
That's fucked up.
You just burnt down something that they worked very hard to do. I mean, they put blood, sweat, and tears in that thing, regardless of what it was for. The thing is now you just burnt down all their hard work that they did. So you're making your ancestors look even more retarded by doing that.
So 166 years of your ancestors' hard work has been standing and has been visited by millions of people.
To remember where the fuck we came from, dude. Shit.
Bro, that millions of people come across the world to see that place. Like I said, they get married there. They do bridal photos. It's a bed and breakfast.
That's the biggest plantation in America.
53,000 square feet. It was built in 1859, I think.
That's so fucked up, dude. So
and y'all just burn it down.
What happened? So did somebody fucking burn it down, or was it like?
I think it was arson.
Really?
I'm starting to wonder. Well, if you remember the day just before that thing burnt down, Gabe, them 11 inmates.
Escaped from New Orleans
Louisiana.
Jail.
I wonder if them black people went to the plantation and
that's possible.
Went there.
Is this near the prison?
You know what I mean?
No, that the plantation is about an hour to an hour and 15 minutes from where that jail was.
Well, I mean, have they got him yet?
They've only caught 3, I think. So there's still.
They caught another one.
Oh, they caught 4.
Another one.
Yeah, but you know as well as I do how let's just say homeless or even squatters do to places. They'll start fires inside, even though it's hot as balls in there. They'll cook right on the fucking floor. They don't really give a shit about shit. So when I say that it could have been them, it could be because these people don't give a shit what they do.
These dudes look scary as fuck, dude. They better get their asses.
Manhunt continues after a jail breakout in New Orleans. Stunning surveillance video captured inmates opening a cell door and running away. Some have been recaptured, but 7 inmates are still on the loose tonight. 3 jail employees have now been suspended, and authorities are raising the possibility of an inside job. Here's ABC's Faith Abube.
That's what I was just about to say. That's what I was
Tonight,
just about to
7 fugitives considered armed and dangerous are on the run after a daring jailbreak in New Orleans. Dramatic surveillance video showing the moment of their escape from the Orleans Parish Jail early Friday morning. Stunning images showing a hole carved in a wall behind a toilet. A taunting message left behind. Too easy. LOL.
Don't tell my secrets, man.
An urgent multi-agency manhunt joined by hundreds of local, state, and federal law enforcement officials now in its second day. 3 of the escaped inmates have since been recaptured, but among those still at large, a man convicted of second-degree murder. Authorities are appealing to the public for help in apprehending the others.
Please, we need the public's help. It's your city, it's your state. We want it safe for your family, your friends.
The fugitives are benefiting from a significant head start. According to authorities, the technician meant to be watching the area had taken a break to get food at the time of the escape. It wasn't until the following morning's head count, more than 7 hours later, that prison officials realized the inmates were missing. New Orleans Sheriff Susan Hudson said crumbling infrastructure and staff shortages contributed to the security breach and even suggested that it could have been an inside job.
We know that they had help showing you. They had help.
Think about it. Think about it. What's going on right now? You got ICE running around the country deporting all these illegal criminals. So how do they replace that? They start setting up prison breaks to get American criminals out of the prison to go be released in the streets.
They make it harder.
Right. Because they blend in better with Americans.
Yeah, and I mean it's just making it that much harder. If they got to focus over here on these escapees, you know what I mean? It's taking time, money away from what they really need to be doing.
Yeah,
yeah. And those security guards, whoever if they find out it's an inside job, they need to be fucking locked up too.
Mm-hmm.
Lock them up, lock them up, lock them up.
Where were they? I mean, you're not like I said, 7
What
hours
up, 12
before they noticed they were gone. You're supposed to be doing walk-arounds that bitch like every half hour, every 15 minutes. So where in the were they for 7 hours that they didn't notice that many people gone? I mean, come on, bro. Like,
dude, I'm about to stop smoking.
We got to think about it just a little bit.
I'm about to stop smoking. I'm about to be a fucking either a cop or a motherfucking security fucking prison guard person. Because
hey, 12 point, you can't ruin somebody's reputation if they're a good person, man.
Right.
We ain't got no reputation to ruin. Just be a stand-up motherfucker. You ain't got nothing to worry about.
You damn right.
Yep.
But it's just wild, dude. Like, what the fuck is the country coming to? You're burning down shit. You're burning down shit that's 166 years old that was built by slaves. Well, I'm about to fuck y'all mind up because guess who built the fucking White House? Motherfucking slaves.
Yep.
Burn that one down.
Guess who built Trinity Church in fucking New York City? Fucking slaves.
I did.
No, if it's over 150 years old, the fucking slaves built it.
Slaves. I mean, and slaves just wasn't fucking black people, man. The Irish was fucking slaves.
Yeah.
They were one of the first.
Every single race were slaves.
They were one of the first slaves. Whenever America was, whenever people started coming over, bro, like they were one of the first slaves as well. So, like,
regardless of that, they're missing the fact that their own people are the ones that sold them into slavery.
Exactly, bro. You go back to the Atlantic slave trade, and now we're getting into some real shit. Guess who fucking bought most of the fucking slaves from the African kings on the west coast of Africa? 40% of them were Jews. Okay? The rest were like Spanish, and then obviously the European fell into
Zionists. We got to stop mixing all the Jews together. You got to remember there's good, there's bad.
There's good
Jews. The ones I'm talking about,
the evil ones.
Yes, man.
The ones doing all this crap that's going on in the country.
Around the world, in the fucking world. In the fucking world. They are ruling the fucking world. And this is the thing. I wouldn't be saying these things if it didn't come out of their mouths on camera. On camera. There's plenty of Jewish people who have said these things that I'm saying. So it's not me hating. It's not me, it's me stating what they've said. It's on the internet.
Okay, so
all
look,
over the internet.
Here, British got it right here. The king of Africa at the time said he would do anything for the British Empire except give up the slave trade.
I mean, like,
they're making bank.
Oh yeah, meaning he wanted the slave trade. Yes, yeah, exactly.
We went from the slave trade to sex trafficking. It's not called slavery anymore. It's called sex trafficking.
Right. Well, actually, I looked up slavery earlier, and there was slavery back then, which was keeping people basically against their will.
They weren't considered humans. They were not even considered human, dude. Like, they themselves, as the slave, their mind didn't even, they weren't, thinking that they were even human, dude. Like, in society, didn't look at them as human until you were freed, or, you know what I mean? Like, or what bought your freedom, or what fought your freedom. I don't know. Right. But
stop yelling, Rebel.
Slavery. It was money, dude. It was money, dude. Either you were rich as hell and born into royalty and into fucking wealth and into power, You may not be a fucking king, but if you're a knight or a fucking you work for the fucking, the fucking dude, like dude, that shit fucking bro.
But modern day slavery is just turned into human trafficking and basically debt. So any kind of financial debt you have, you're a slave to the bank.
Money.
Kansas, you're scaring me with all that yelling over there, mister.
Hey, sorry, shit. I'm just fucking like, dude, people don't even fucking realize because humans nowadays, bro, they if we look at everybody like they're human. And not everybody back in the day looked at each other like they were human. Nobody did. Looked at the slaves that like they were human. You know what I mean?
I'm a motherfucking alien.
It like, back in the day, it was like in the 1600s, that shit was out and about. It was agreed upon. You know what I mean? Even the sex trafficking. Sex trafficking was going on back in the day, in the 1600s.
Yep, I agree with that, Stoner. Pick anyone in the entire world, trace their lineage, you'll find a slave, probably even a slave owner. So why is anyone more owed than another?
Exactly.
Well, that also falls into why do y'all think y'all are owed anything? We have equal opportunity. Me as a white man, Kansas as a black man, somebody as a Chinese man, you all have equal opportunity to do whatever you want to do in life. Some people just have a better work ethic and they go put in the work to get what they want. Others want a fucking handout.
Not one of us has been slaves. I mean, really, if you look at it in a whole, we all can't say shit about shit because not one person in the United States has been a slave unless you're in the sex trafficking thing and you got took or, shit like that. But as far as like the particular slave that they talk about, like, the blacks, none of them. There's not even one person on this earth that was part of that shit. That was hundreds of years ago.
If anyone's ancestors were slaves, it would be your great 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 grandfather or grandmother that you never even fucking met.
Grandpappy.
You're right, bro. Like,
that old son bitch.
I don't know, but I do think that there's another form of it. I mean, and it's hidden. The fact that we can't go to Antarctica, right? The fact that we can't go anywhere, without being fucking questioned or fucking stopped and being like, no way, you ain't going past this point, bitch, or we're going to put you down. Because there's some shit over there that we don't want you to see that's going to unlock some shit in your brain. You know what I mean? Or whatever the fuck it is, dude. Mind control, fucking education control, all that shit is fucking real. It is fucking real. And so, I believe that, slavery is never fucking ended.
They do the mind control in different...
They stop holding people against their fucking will, right? And they say, be free. Be free.
They did the
but
mind
we're going
control
to get you in different
areas,
ways. Look, Jody, like we said, what they said that they're about to start doing, put in the iPhones, the new iPhone.
What?
Yeah, I don't know if he said anything about that, but I know we were talking about that the other day when we were on.
We was talking about that a couple nights ago.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You also got to remember though, is regardless how you look at it right now, as far as like the sex trafficking and shit, it's been prevalent. You know what I'm saying? And
it's a lucrative business.
And as far as
billions of dollars to be made.
Yeah. Well, they put it in different areas for a reason.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you can't put everybody in mind control because then or you can't do it in large big lump sums, because then people are going to be like, oh, that person's like really walking around like a zombie, or like everybody that's in this specific area seems and acts and walks the same, talks the same, does the same shit. You know what I'm saying? So that is right off the top. Somebody's going to like, oh, well, that's kind of weird that everybody in this specific area talks and does the same shit every day. People will be like, oh, yeah, that's crazy. Maybe we should check and see what the hell is going on over there. But see, they try to make it to where people is in different areas, but it's different people.
So basically what I'm saying is the fact that, bro, we wake up, go to work, clock in, clock out, come home, fucking, spend a little bit of time with our family, go to sleep, eat dinner or whatever, go to sleep, shower, do all that shit. And it's just the repeat until we fucking retire, and then fucking,
it's a program.
Exactly. And everybody's fucking doing it. And it's like, like that to me, bro, like obviously we want to work, but for me, it's like a different type of fucking work. Like back in the fucking day, bro, you worked to live day by day.
Yes.
Meaning
your job was to go out and water the garden.
Exactly.
And feed the fucking animals.
You didn't have a Walmart. Yeah. You didn't have nothing. You had to fucking wake up early. You had to go
the
home.
The Rothschilds and the Rockefellers started big industries.
Mm-hmm.
So you had like oil industry. Well, they needed to implement programs like a school system, a banking system, in order to program you to be a worker for the industry, not for your own well-being, but for them.
Yeah, that's where I believe that we need to go back to. Planting 100%. The fucking seed, bro. Watering that motherfucker, waiting for rain and praying to God that it rains. You know what I mean? And like.
But if you go back to that, you now are showing everyone that true happiness in life comes from being one with the earth and having faith in a higher power to allow you to survive. If you go outside every day and water a garden, you're gonna learn what plants you can grow in what seasons. You're gonna learn how much water certain plants need and how much water certain plants don't need. You're gonna learn, you get eggs from your chickens. It's good to get you a barrel and make a compost. Use that to fertilize your plants.
Right.
Everything organically. You put what you eat back into the earth and you get fresh, healthy food.
Right. Exactly.
No. The worst part about it is McDonald's and Burger King and get a goddamn kangaroo burger.
Right. Well, and
it really ain't a burger.
No.
You break the fucking law if you move to fucking Montana and you just go out into the trees and start fucking, building your own fucking shit. And then if you want to, it's also illegal to, if we wanted to, all of us, everybody that's in this chat and on this panel, if we all wanted to gather our families and buy a piece of land, with a bunch of trees and shit, and have our own little village.
You can't
not have a village.
The fucking army will pull up and shut that shit down.
Yep.
Yeah, now that's fucked up, dude. We are not like.
Well, supposedly,
it's a different type of slavery. That's all I'm saying.
In some countries, the WEF, the World Economic Forum, WEF, put a ban on collecting rainwater. Now they're trying to put a ban on growing your own plots.
Yeah, see, yeah.
So you can't grow your own plots, and you can't water the plots if you were allowed to grow the plants. That's fucking ridiculous.
pisses me off.
If I want to grow damn tomatoes in my backyard, I'm going to grow tomatoes in my backyard.
And what the fuck are you gonna do? You gonna come out to the people's houses that out there in the country, and you gonna fucking what are you gonna do? Come destroy our fucking tomatoes, bitch? You're going to get fucking put down, dude. Come and try to touch our fucking.
Well,
dude,
yeah, they gotta come over here and do that
potatoes, tomatoes, watermelons, freaking dude, all peach trees, apple tree, like. He has shit like you got me messed up with. I think they're gonna come out to people's houses out in the country, dude. Out in the middle of
bro,
and try to take some people's shit and I say you can't grow this. I'll be damned. And what are you
know
gonna
what's
do?
Gonna happen? You come on over here. Come take my tomatoes. You'll be back in a fucking week because I'm planting some more.
Yeah, dude.
So you better get a freaking gas card because you're gonna be back and forth to my property.
They're not gonna do that. They can't do that. That's
yeah, it sucks. They put rules on a lot of shit that shouldn't have rules. There's a lot of taxes and a lot of rules and a lot of laws that shouldn't be laws, and we've gone too far with a lot of shit.
They do it to people who rely on them.
Complete.
Well, yeah, they want.
Yeah, there's no way that sex trafficking is going to stop unless the government stops it. So people like myself are always going to constantly have a job. But but the problem is everybody's like, oh, all these YouTubers that go around and do the catching pedophiles and shit like that. Oh, they're doing such a good job. They're getting them busted. Them people aren't in jail long enough to say, ugh.
Right.
Well, I don't know. I'm sure one of y'all have seen that video I posted on my story. The lady she was talking to the school board. Something happened where a teacher got caught with a underage student and they didn't fire the teacher. They didn't do nothing. Well, the lady walked up to the podium and was like, so basically what I can say is y'all are all pedophiles too.
Yeah.
Because y'all not doing nothing about it. So are y'all in on it?
If you remember when I spoke last week about the people getting caught with drugs, it was the British Prime Minister, it was German, and Macron. So there was 3 of them that got caught with the cocaine. So I was right when I said there was more than one, and they can't. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying. I just wanted to correct that because because we weren't sure the last podcast we had, so we just kind of left it as the way it was. But I want to recorrect that there was 3 of them that got caught with it.
Right, but do people just think because they're in the government they don't do drugs? They're the ones that allow fucking drugs to come into the country.
Exactly, dude. That's it. And then
now we're
getting somewhere.
Any of y'all in the chat on the panel, do any of y'all think if the United States government did not want drugs in this country, they wouldn't put a stop to it?
Now we're getting somewhere. Because
they allow these drugs in the country because it keeps everybody fucking all fucked up in the head, and they don't know which way's up.
Well, like you just said, they themselves. Do you guys not think that themselves are doing the drugs? They're doing the drugs too. They are doing cocaine, PCP, fucking all these different types of fucking drugs, dude. Real fucking shit. I mean, they put it in shows. They put it in movies and in shows. What's the House of Cards, bro? House of Cards.
Yeah. Well, why do you think the Congress and the Senate tore down the bill that was supposed to do away with big pharma and with the executive order Trump tried to sign a few weeks ago?
Yep, facts. That's Bulldog and them talked about that.
So,
I mean, not Bulldog, Stoner.
Yeah,
they talked about that the other night.
Yeah, so you have all these Democrat people saying, "Oh no, that's bad. We can't do that. We can't let Robert Kennedy make our people healthy and get rid of these pharmaceutical drugs that are killing people. We can't do that. We have to keep killing these people. What's wrong with you, dude?"
Yep.
I mean, come on.
Well, just like when you see drug busts, breaking news, Border Patrol in California bust 20,000 pounds of marijuana coming across the border. Yeah, well, there's fucking 200,000 pounds of marijuana on that freaking container ship going up the canal right there.
Yep.
That was a distraction. He was sent to get caught with that. You allow the cartels. The cartel probably told the U.S. government, "We'll allow you to bust this person, this person, and this person, but you allow this person, this person, and this person to get across."
I think slowly but surely we're weeding those people out.
Well, I think that's why nobody wanted Trump in the office, because Trump's going after the cartels. Because cartels and certain people in the government are into drug trafficking and human trafficking.
Well, not only that, if they do bust the cartels are probably going to snitch on all those people, start giving out names too.
We would be doing a whole lot better if these stupid fucking judges would just stop blocking the shit that Trump's trying to do. We would be in such a better fucking place, but no. We have to have all these rogue-ass judges that are doing all this dumb fucking blocking and shit because they think they're radical doing it. Bro,
well,
I mean, come on, man.
That's when it comes to the point where no matter what government job you hold, you have a term limit, whether it be judges, governors, mayors, sheriffs, all the way up to the presidency. The presidency is the only one that has a term limit. Everybody else is career politicians or judges. They spend their entire career in a courtroom.
Well, and you look at most of them.
They did that shit on purpose.
Most of them are connected to Israel. Most of all our Congress people are Jewish or connected to Israel, and that is fucking true.
I don't know if y'all noticed, but every time there's new Supreme Court judges to be elected, 9 times out of 10, whatever the president is, whether Republican or Democrat, that's the judges that get voted in. They're either Republican or Democrat. Mm-hmm. So if the president's a Republican, he's gonna the people that's running for Supreme Court judge on the ballot is gonna be Republican. He has a sway.
My opinion is there should be no lifelong Senate. There should be no lifelong positions in the government. Period. You either get 4 years for Congress, you should get 4 years in Senate. After your 8 years are up, you're out of here. But you're doing 4 and 1, or you do 8 years just in Congress, or you do 8 years just in Senate. But you get 8 years total out of them too. You know what I'm saying? And as far as, we already get every 4 years a new president. And all these bitch-ass judges that are doing the same thing, being lifelong judges and shit like that, it's the same thing. You get a total of 8 years total, and then after your 8 years, there's new people that come in. Period. This would do away with a lot of the corruption that we've been going through. But we need to get these cocksuckers out of here first.
Yep. And British,
sorry,
you want to know my opinion
about it, but dang.
You want to know my opinion on that? I'd drop it when Adam drops on May 30th.
Dude, boy.
Same thing that Jody just said.
The same day. Same day.
That should be fire.
Adam and Hosier, Church and Hosier collab album. Right up next against Adam Calhoun and 100 stupid idiots.
Yeah. Versus Yadam and 1,000 motherfuckers.
The gay cow group.
This nigga's gonna have a feature on every song. It's like if I had to
rebel in the wind.
Oh, that is hilarious, bro.
But I drop it on the same day.
Unite.
All Webbles,
yeah.
All Webbles unite.
The United Webbles.
Freaking unitards.
Yeah, they are. They're all over there. You know what they're over there doing? when they had that fucking national
Crying.
thing that they did. No, well, other than crying, I guarantee they all wore them Borat swimsuit. You know, that little fucking leotard that goes up. It's like kind of like a thong.
I mean, they
type
got
thing
beards
that just
like
covers your
got beards
carriage
like
and goes up. Yeah, it's called the Borat special. Look at the Borat swimsuit.
That's some funny shit, dude.
But
Hey,
Look
I
it
do
up,
got a
Rebel. You
question.
see it.
I do got a question though.
so
A lot of people been talking about like Mexico and like Honduras and the MS-13s coming in our country and shit, and them being in the issue. I'm not saying that they're not, but a lot of the people we're forgetting, man. A lot of the people that came over here were not just Mexican, man. They were fucking, people from Afghanistan. No.
Yeah.
People from Afghanistan. People from
I
fucking
know.
China.
Iran,
From, like
Saudi Arabia.
Those people are still fucking here. And on the news, bro, I don't be seeing them motherfuckers. When ICE be getting people, I don't see them motherfuckers, bro. Like,
bro, they're probably in underground tunnels underneath these mosques that they allow them to build in the States.
So, my question is, if they're already here, do you guys think that there's going to be another 9/11 type attack?
I can tell you it would be a good idea.
Could be coming.
Wouldn't be a good idea.
Nope.
Because I think all
But remember,
good Americans are on edge, bro.
That's what I said.
First thing like that.
Remember that what happened on 9/11 when all that fucking shit happened.
Yeah, we talked about it the other night. Everybody united, but the problem
everybody
with
put that shit. Everybody stopped looking at fucking race. It was, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
If some shit fucking,
Yeah, we did talk about that on the phone the other night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was a reel on Instagram, and the dude said that if war ever came knocking on the United States shore at the door, you would see all these people unite so fast, no one would know what hit them. All this bullshit would be completely out the window, and we got one thing on our minds, and that's protect the country.
Yep.
That's why I don't understand why it's so divided now. Why is it like it is? The only reason I can think of is with the
TV?
MK Ultra and the mind control, like in different
TV.
spots that are doing different shit.
But we also got
the internet, bro.
We also got to remember.
Yes.
On 9/11, the dancing Israelis, that shit never got debunked, and there were some dancing Palestine motherfuckers too that really didn't get fucking talked about. So both sides, bro, are fucking. That's what I understand. Like, and I'm glad that Trump backed away from homie in Israel and shit. It really ain't fuck with it, but like, if they're here, bro. And we can go even back further. We even talked about this in, like, I think it was like 1950. These Israelis fucking attacked one of our fucking ships and tried to fucking sink it. They covered up their fucking the Jewish star on their fucking planes and shit, but they knew it was them. Like, that's the type of shit. Like, they've attacked us, and we haven't said shit. We've always stayed by the side and sent them fucking, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's some weird shit going on. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, you gotta watch out when you talk about that shit getting bombed by because you'll get yanked right from
hit
YouTube
real quick.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying, if there's something's brewing, you know what I mean? Something's brewing. There's a lot of tension on the MS-13s and people from Mexico and Honduras and the Latin countries and shit. I get that. But we cannot forget that there was a bunch of Chinese and a bunch of Afghanistan motherfuckers that came over here, and Al Qaeda is they don't fucking like us, dude. Like, they still fucking, you know what I mean? Like, and if that's connected to fucking Israel, like, bruh, I don't know.
Well, yeah, we got to get the Palestine people out of here. We
I
got to
think
get the black people to unite with the white people for some fucking reason that it seems
If
like
you
they just
don't-
hate, like the black people hate everybody.
Well, it's not
If you
all.
come-
It's not all. You can't say black people. You can't say all black people.
Well,
It's not
okay,
all.
well,
There
okay,
are,
not all, but
because
I would
you
say
know, there's a small
lot.
portion, a small fucking portion of 13% that is stupid, and we all know what they
right.
are. Like,
But in the black community, look how many black people convert to Muslim.
Yeah, they don't like it either. That's what I'm saying.
But
It's
yeah,
not,
exactly.
It's not just,
so it's
Exactly.
it's not black people in general. It's black people that convert to these religions from these other countries.
that are
it's religion that separates people. If people would just
God is God
people would be
across
that's
the
what I'm
board.
saying. Everybody's
Religion
got their,
is a
like,
division.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Nothing to do with Jews in Afghanistan or that part of the world. Oh, bro, that's false, brother. That's false, man. That is false, bro. They were over here. We got them on tape. Israelis dancing and stuff. When the Twin Towers was getting blown up, they was dancing. A lady recorded them. Seen them. And it never got debunked. That's real. Facts. That's facts. That's real. So, you're damn right. But, yeah, dude. Fuck it. I just, that was that's something that I was thinking about. I was like, man, there was a bunch of other people coming over here, dude. Other than the Mexicans and the MS-13s, and there's a bunch of people who's coming over here. You know what I mean? So
this is my thing. If you come over here and you're raising hell and don't have love for this country and you're in love with this other country, well then get the fuck out and go over there then. This is America. This is not Mexico. This is not fucking Palestine. It's not fucking Russia.
Right.
Y'all want to praise Russia and all these other places? Well, then go live over there.
100%. 100% is the USA. You're damn right. Oh my gosh.
But all right, y'all. It's been about an hour. I know Mike's live. If y'all want to go head over to Mike's channel, Independent Music. He's going live right now.
Or soon.
Appreciate y'all coming by. No, I just got a notification. I don't know if it went live yet or not. Yeah. I think it said 7 o'clock. It's like 7, almost 7:15.
I know it was like 7 or 8. No, it was one of the two.
But yeah, appreciate everybody in the chat, man.
Appreciate all y'all coming by,
real talk,
hanging out, and remember, leave the Annabelle doll alone.
Leave them alone, dude. We don't want your house to get fucking burned down, dude. 166-year-old house has got fucking flattened, dude. That's bullshit. That is some
girl twerking.
Shit. And if somebody did start that fire, bro, that is some
It'll come out.
bullshit.
It'll come out.
Gotta be cameras.
Much love, everybody.
Appreciate y'all. Creek Squad.
Later, y'all.
I fucking love y'all, dude. I fucking love y'all. In my heart for every single one of y'all, dude. Real shit. Hey,
old girl twerking.
Yeah, don't forget about it. Old girl twerking. Bowl race. The damn right.